ever feel there was a time when your life was really in danger or you got really hurt?
Absolutely. You're living in a constant state of fear. Every time you knock on a hotel room or get in a car, it's like playing Russian roulette. You have no clue who's going to be behind that door. You have no clue the type of extremes that they're going to demand of you for money. This is not a job like any other job. This is violence against women. This is sexual assault. And more than anything, the traffickers are so dangerous. And it's not like Jekyll and Hyde. It can be very much like any domestic violence relationship where there's cycles where you think, okay, it's going to get better and we're going to be a family and things are going to be okay. And then he horrifically hurts you or threatens your child. And you think, how do I get out of this? You're so embarrassed and ashamed. You don't want to tell people that you know because you feel stupid for being tricked. And you're embarrassed of the lines that you've crossed.
So then how did you gain the courage? How did you get yourself out of that situation?
It was a few steps that allowed me and several other girls to finally escape, but it started by a tip from a neighbor. A neighbor saw something suspicious, and she had a friend who was a law enforcement officer. That began an investigation which led to a federal investigation, and after about 18 months of being surveillanced, the feds finally raided one of the homes.
But in that 18 months, you were strangled, you had your face bashed. I mean, there was ongoing. 18 months is an incredibly long time, even once someone is tipped off, to finally have some help getting out of that situation.
Yeah, the fear and the realities of how dangerous a life of exploitation is very real. I mean, I've had my face broken in multiple places. I've been branded twice. 2 men tattooed their names on my back like a piece of cattle. I've been hospitalized for dehydration and overexhaustion. I've tried to commit suicide. My daughter had been taken by my family. They just thought something's going on, something's wrong. I don't think any small town family, but I think sometimes just even any American family, we don't think human trafficking. We think, is this domestic violence? Is this drug addiction? Was she involved in stripping? What's happening to my kid? My mom said she'd call 911 when things started to get, years would go by and she started realizing something's wrong here. And they would say, without an address, ma'am, there's nothing we can do. And she said, that's part of the problem is they won't give me their address. Like I only get a P.O. box. I don't actually know where my daughter is. They'd say, well, she's over 18. Well,
So
22 isn't old,
yeah,
you know.
For our viewers, then, I know you've done a tremendous amount of work in this area in terms of raising awareness now. What are signs we should be looking out for? Because you made the point a couple times that there may be people in our community, there may be people we stand next to, and we don't even know or know what to look for that this might be happening.
There's so many things that you can look for. There's so many red flags to fight human trafficking. Some are fast-tracking relationships, someone having a job but not one that you could visit. And we actually have created a free gift for any viewer that you can download all of our red flags, over 15 red flags, by texting flags to 33777. You'll be immediately sent all of the red flags to look for human trafficking.
Rebecca, I mean, in Vegas, escort business is big business. What percentage of women do you think, I mean, you lived it, are human trafficking victims?
I think it's important to know that wherever there's an opportunity to make money, corruption's going to follow, right? So if high-paid escorting, stripping, pornography, street prostitution, if all of those are opportunities to make money, we're being naive to think that bad guys aren't figuring out ways to take advantage of getting involved with some of that money. In the whole time, in 6 years, I was trafficked through online escort services and street prostitution. I only met 2 women who were there by choice. The rest all had traffickers.